Alright class, before I start any exercises, I just want to go over two things with you. Number one, no tutorials today. I will be back on campus in the afternoon. However, it is the homecoming parade this evening, and the organization that I am a sponsor of needs to get ready for that. And number two, for my 6th and 7th period classes, you are required to turn in these exercises that we do together. This will count as one presentation grade for you, just so that will tell me that you were actually following along in class and paying attention. Alright, so let's start off with the first problem. For the past couple of days, you have been simplifying identities. You've been given a plethora of identities that I told you to memorize, because that is the whole point of this topic, and applying those and basically just manipulating all of the identities to get it in a certain way that you want it to get. Yesterday I introduced to you how to verify identities, and this was a neat concept because I told you that you are already given the answer. No matter what side you pick to work with, the opposite side will be the exact answer. So let's take a look at number one. If you pick the left-hand side, which is sine of t, cosecant of t, you already know that your answer will be 1. Likewise, if you pick to work with the right-hand side, which is just 1, you already know that eventually you're going to get your answer to be sine of t, cosecant of t. Okay, so let's start off with number 1 and actually work it. First question that you usually ask yourself is, what side do I start with? And yesterday I told you, you most likely, majority of the time, will pick the side that looks the most complicated. And in this case, what is the side that looks the most complicated to you? Right, it's the left-hand side, which is sine of t, cosecant of t. Alright, so that's the side we're going to work with. First thing that I told you is so you need to make sure most of the time that everything is in terms of sine, cosine, and tangents. Why? Because most of those, or those three, are your original trigonometric functions. Alright, so let's start off with sine of t. Sine of t is already correct. Cosecant of t can be rewritten as what? Alright, cosecant of t can be rewritten as 1 over sine of t. So let me go ahead and quickly type that up. So I have 1 over sine of t. Perfect. Alright, in this case, what happens to my sine of t's? This sine of t right here will cancel with this sine of t, only leaving me with what? 1, correct. Therefore, I told you how to end a verification. First of all, let's look. Did the answer that we get, did that match up with the opposite side of the beginning equation? Correct. So now all we need to do is basically end the verification, and we say, therefore, and remember what I told you those therefore stand for. Those 3 dots. So let me look up the 3 dots right quick, which are right here. Therefore, 1 equals 1. Alright, it's very imperative, very important that you have that last step, because basically what you're telling me is you started off on the left-hand side, you showed me all of your work, and you got 1. And now you need to tell me that that 1 on the left-hand side equals the 1 you were supposed to get on the right-hand side. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to digest that before I move on to the next one.